everyone, this is Rachel and I'm here with another episode of Lift and Sketch with Christy and Rachel. Today we are lifting Tara McLean for Cocoa Vanilla, and I am working with a Felicity Jane kit. I believe it's the Oh Dear kit, which was the November kit. I did not get the entire kit, I just bought the pattern paper and then I believe the flare for it. So what I'm doing now is trying to see what I want to use in which place, and in the case of this paper, which of the cut aparts I'm willing to sacrifice to use this stripe. So, and here's my first mistake. I cut the diagonal stripe paper a little too small for what I actually need it for. Not for what I need it for, but to make it easier for me to actually do it, I cut it just a little bit too small. So I cut this black and white heart paper, and that's going to be the main vertical section of my page where all of my stuff is going to go on. What really drew me to this particular layout was just all the little bits and pieces she used, like vertically along her entire layout. So that's really why I decided to do it. Now I go ahead and glue down this center part, thinking I'll be able to take these diagonal stripe pieces and kind of tuck them just underneath. I don't know who I thought I was kidding or what I thought I was doing, because that's really hard. And you'll see right here, yeah, no, Rachel cannot do that. Rachel is an idiot sometimes. So I end up ripping the whole thing back off, and then I have to put more glue on, and finally I can take care of it. Okay, so now that I've got that, I'm just putting it back this way just to make sure I'm going to glue the striped paper in the right area, and then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. As I'm watching this, it makes it look like the polka dot paper has suspenders on, which just makes me laugh. I don't know why, it just does. Alright, once I get this second diagonal stripe piece of paper glued down, and it's just going to take me a little while. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and put the heart paper back on, and as I lay it down, I actually get it on straight, but because I ripped it up, it needs more ATG, because it's just, because I'm putting on everything on that heart paper, because what I really want is not to have any embellishments on the polka dotted paper at all. It's all going to fall in that center section. I wanted to make sure there's enough ATG for the weight of it. Now I have these 3x4 photos, and these are all of, if you've been watching me for the past couple of months, I've been showing you layouts I did at a crop outside of Dallas, and this is the women I was with, and these are different restaurants and stuff that we went to. So what I'm doing now is I have this little box, and if anyone's interested, this is from the Container Store, and I have two of them. Yes, I have two of them, and all of my wood veneer is in those, except for larger wood veneer pieces, like 3x4 pieces. I have a couple of those, and I have those in one of those 4x6 iris containers. So, excuse me, so I've got those. I pulled out the flare that came with this kit. Like I said, I just bought the paper and the flare, and then the stickers that come with the paper that you have to cut apart yourself. I cut most of them apart, except that floral piece, because that has to be fussy cut. I actually am going to use that in this line, and I will cut away from that because I'll explain it in a little bit. I have to apologize. I'm a little croaky. I've just got a little bit of a frog in my throat, so if I get a little hoarse and I have to stop, it's just because I'm drinking some more water. Alright, I choose that bold green and white striped piece of paper to map my second photo. I usually don't like a horizontal or vertical stripe to map photos, but for some reason this one worked for me. So now I'm back to this striped pattern paper. Same thing, because it has the multi-stripes all the way through, it worked for me. And once again, I'm like, what can I sacrifice from the cut apart sheet? Which is hilarious, because if you know and watch me, I actually don't use a ton of cut aparts, so I actually don't know what on earth I'm saving them for. But hey, it's me and my brain. What are you going to do? Alright, so I can fuss with these photos forever, so I'm like, you know what, I'm just going to go ahead and glue them down, and then that's where they're going to be, and I don't have to worry about it anymore, which is, I don't like to fuss too much with my stuff, so I just go, you know what, just going to glue it down, and we're going to be done with it. Once I do that, I am going to, I decide I'm going to fussy cut that big floral piece plus the two smaller floral pieces that came in the sticker set, but I decide to stick on that tag sticker first. And now I'm like, oh, I need a place for journaling. And I decide to take that pink topped 3x4 card that says Our Faves, and what I decide to do is just cut it down so you can still see the Our Faves part. It's just no longer 3x4, because as I said before, I really wanted to keep everything on the black and, well, not on the black and white, because I do have some pieces that go off a little further, but I wanted to keep it off the polka dot. So now I have fussy cut all those pieces, and I have to fussy cut close to myself to be able to see it, so I just did that off camera. I mean, honestly, I don't think watching people fussy cut anything is any fun at all anyways. So what I'm doing now is I'm just randomly taking the embellishments I've chosen and placing them along the layout where I think they make sense. Now, I did not follow what she did in the original so much because that would be a little weird, and plus she used speech bubble wood veneer, and I don't particularly care for that as a rule. So I have several flare pieces. I've got those bird wood veneer. I've got the stickers from the Felicity Jane kit, and now I'm writing my journaling, and I'm writing about just the fact that the woman who created this crop that we went to chose a wonderful area filled with lots of really great restaurants that we all had so much fun eating at. Sometimes we ate in big groups, sometimes we ate in little groups. In the photo in the center, we really had more of a liquid dinner with appetizers more than actual dinner. That was a lot of fun. They have drinks, and they call them limousines, and they're like these really tall drinks, and they have like little smaller ones, and they call them taxis. I thought that was cute. Okay, let's get back to the layout. I've got that, I put that black and white sticker across where the journaling is just to add a little weight to it, and then put one of the flare over there. I've got the floral pieces kind of running down the photos all on the left-hand side, and then I realize that little spot below, to the right of the journaling, is annoying me, so I take 3 little leaf stickers from the Felicity Jane kit and I add them there, and I cascaded them so they're running back and forth. And then I pulled out some things as a little kit to go along with these papers, because as I said, I only bought the papers and the flare. I didn't buy any of the embellishments, besides the flare, of course. So I decided to move that dinner sticker up to the upper photo, and then, and I don't even know why, I just for some reason thought it would look better over there, I guess. And then I took my ruler just to rip a little bit of that journaling piece down. I just thought it was too much pink and it hid too much of the big floral piece. So now I'm just going to glue down the rest of my embellishments just to make sure they are where I want them to be and they don't scatter around. I glue that tiny little birdie up above the ampersand flare, and then I put the big birdie down by the third photo down there. Now I pull out these puffy stickers from the Wonder collection. I've got that floral piece next to the ampersand, and then that little cloud in the upper top left-hand side. And once I find this white flag chipboard sticker by Mombi, I decide, you know what, I think that's going to work better than the cloud sticker, so I just put that away. I'm going to grab a couple more things from the Mombi sticker collection, and that is that word, and the banner word laugh, and then this word sweet, because see, this is stuff where it makes sense to me, but probably no one else is ever going to know. The bottom picture was, we had breakfast at this bakery, and it was just very yummy. I've got that heart sticker that, for some reason, was the devil, just get down. But once I get that, I'm going to add one more flag sticker to the lower left-hand side. Now, usually I do a pretty bold title, that's just my usual style, but in keeping with Tara's layout, I decided to go with a more understated title, and I kind of worked it into my actual layout. So what I do is I put the word let's in the upper photo and the word eat down in the lower photo. So just very simple, very understated, and I just, because I wanted it to be a more vertical flow down rather than a pronounced title. One last thing, I'm going to add some Heidi Swap Gold Color Shine, and then that's going to be it for me. Thank you guys so much for joining me here. Please be sure to check out Christy's. I will put a link to her channel in the description box. Thank you guys so much for joining me here. Thanks to all my new subscribers, and thanks to everyone who sticks with me. Oh, gotta trim off the top of that tag, and then I am complete. I'm going to show you an up-close look, and then after that it's going to be some detail shots and then the entire layout. Thanks again. If you could flick me a thumbs up, that would be super awesome. Bye!